Hello everyone and welcome to the video. Now this evening I find myself on the summit of Glasgow Mountain in southeast Snowdonia. Look at that, what a cracking place this is. So good to be out again. And I've got my tried and tested Oex Jackal 2 tent with me. And I thought, I've done enough trips now with the tent, so I thought this was as good a time as any to give it a review. But obviously you've got the tent here fully pitched, so I think what we'll do first is we will rewind and I'll show you what the tent looks like when it's all bagged up, and then how easy it is to pitch as well, before I show you the inside a bit later on, and give you a bit more detail about sort of the measurements and all that sort of stuff. Right, let's go. As you can see, the tent comes with 3 bags. You've got one here, as you can see, for the poles and the inner. You've got one for the fly sheet, and then sort of one bigger bag to put everything in. Now, I've just been a bit lazy, to be honest, just to speed things up on this camp. I've put the main bit of the tent in the bigger sort of bag there, and just left the fly sheet one with the sort of pegs in it. But yeah, it's a bit difficult at times to cram them all in, but they will fit into those two smaller ones and go in here. Right, let's get the bits out, have a look at them in a bit more detail. So here we go. The weather is being very kind at the moment, and in fact there's so little wind that I can lay the outer sort of down on the ground and it's not blowing away. Yeah, but I thought I'd just show it to you just so you can see sort of, what it looks like. You can see here you've got, it's a tunnel tent. So you've got, your place at each end to insert the poles. Oh dear. Sorry about that noise. I believe that is a sheep being sick, or it certainly doesn't sound very well. Anyway, back to the review. So yeah, you can see you've got the 2 places to put the poles in, and they're even colour coordinated as well. So this one, you can see it's got an orange mark, and hopefully you can see it. The one at the back's got a silver mark. And if I show you the poles, it's really, really easy, because one of them has got a bit of silver. So yeah, you guessed it, that goes where the silver mark is, and the one that's all orange goes where the orange mark is. So yeah, it's well, I was going to say it's foolproof. I did get that wrong the first time, but you have to be an absolute wally to do that. For most people, it's pretty self-explanatory. And right, I think I'll get it in now, and you'll see what the tent looks like when it's up. So here we go, morning after the night before. And as per usual, it was a very comfortable night in the tent. I just thought, actually, I realised that earlier in the video, I didn't show you around the outside of the tent, so I thought I'd do that now. So as you can see, you've got plenty of ropes to sort of very fasten the tent down. So if you've got windy conditions, like I had last night, you're going to be completely fine. I mean, it really did get quite gusty, but the tent was rock solid. And you can see as well, the pegs are of a pretty good standard as well. I might even just try and pull this one out so you can see it. There we go. Does the job, quite lightweight as well. And you can see, hopefully, that yeah, the end of the ropes, they're really easy to sort of to fix to the hooks as well. I've just had the lovely job this morning of wiping all of the mountain dew off of the tent. Good thing to do to make sure that, it lasts as long as possible. But yeah, look at all of these ropes. It's brilliant. Right, I reckon the job now. I'm sure you want to see inside, so let's go and do that. So here we go, let's have a closer look at the inside of the tent. So you can see, first of all, it's got a really, really good porch area. Plenty big enough to do any cooking, if it's really windy outside, and store some of your gear, especially if there's 2 of you. Because I have found that when there's 2 of you trying to use the tent, and if you try and keep your gear inside as well, there just isn't really enough space. So this could be a godsend for that. I mean, I have been a bit lazy. I haven't tied this very well. If I come down, you can probably see there are some actually bits and straps there to fasten it a bit better. But yeah, you can zip this down at night. You can see there's you've got some Velcro there as well to fasten it. And the zips are really, really good also. Coming a bit further, you can see we've got a mosquito net. And to be honest, I mean, there is another bit inside you can zip up if you want total seclusion. But for the sake of ventilation, I normally just use this. It sort of keeps a bit of the breeze out, and most important of all, it keeps all of the bugs out. And even in the stillest of conditions, I found it completely fine. So it does the job really, really well there. Let's unzip and have a look inside. So yeah, I've left my sleeping mat in here on purpose, So this mat is, I'd say, it's yeah, actually it's about 6 feet 1 in length, and as you can see, it fits in completely fine. And you can see at the bottom, there's a good sort of 4 or 5 inches of space as well. So you're only really going to have issues with length if you're sort of 2 meters plus in height. But anything less than that, you know, I mean, I'm just under 6'1", and it's plenty long enough. Width-wise as well, I mean, I have used this as well with a mate, and we both managed to fit in. It was good. Couple of nice features as well inside. So you've got, yeah, both sides actually. You've got some pockets there to store gear, like maybe your keys, maybe a light for the night if you've got to do a rush to the loo. Really, really handy to have that. And also you've got, yeah, you've got this sort of hook here. Just, you know, just hang a light if you want to do that. And plenty of ventilation at the other end also. Right, hopefully you've enjoyed sort of having a look at the tent. I think now to finish off, I'll just sit down and tell you sort of some of the main highlights of this tent and some things to watch out for as well. Right then, so the main highlights of this tent, I reckon number one has got to be the price. I mean, I picked this up about a year ago and it cost me about £120 in a sale from Go Outdoors, which I reckon is pretty good value for a 2-man tent. And in fact, I had a look around just a few days ago before I came out, and I've seen it in many places online for a similar price. So yeah, you've got really good value for money. Weight-wise, it's just over 3 kilos. So, and I'm not really sure if that's a huge strength. I mean, there probably are tents out that are heavier, but there are also a lot that are a lot lighter. So I think that, regarding weight, it's probably sort of middle of the road. But then again, when you factor in the price, you know, it's not too bad, and I don't find it too much of an issue to carry. I think one of the big pluses with this tent is how robust it is. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've used this tent in sort of torrential rain, in really strong winds as well, and it's dealt with all of those completely fine. You know, I've had no need to worry. So if you're going out, if you're somebody who likes camping in all weathers, this could well be a tent for you as well. And I reckon a third strength of this tent has definitely got to be how easy it is to pitch. I mean, I know at times I find this hard, but I reckon that's more to do with me and my and the fact that I can sometimes do things in a rather silly way. But I reckon for most people, it's really foolproof actually. You know, the instructions are really clear, poles are really easy to get in, and actually the inner's really easy to pitch as well. So if you're not massively practically minded, this could well be the tent for you also. So there we go. I think hopefully I've gone through everything you need to know, and you found the review useful. If you have, don't forget to press like and also subscribe to the channel, because actually, yeah, even tonight I'm off out again in this tent to another part of Snowdonia. Looking forward to that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and if you do get this tent, happy camping. See you later, guys. Bye bye.